What's going on, everybody? Today I'm going to be installing some blinking brake lights in the bottom tail lights that I have put in my car. So if you haven't seen that video already, I'll be putting a link in the description for that video. But also if you're interested in the product that I'm going to be installing, I'm also going to be putting that in the description. Let me grab that real quick. So this is what I bought. They are some little modules that you will splice into your brake lights, either your just normal brake lights, or I see a lot of people do this for their third brake light where it'll blink just for the third brake light, but I'm going to be doing it for my bottom two that I put into the car. So let's jump into the video. And again too, I don't know if you've been following or not, but I'm going to be trying to do something else with this wire too. I know someone recommended some type of glue, but I couldn't really find that type of glue, so I'm just going to try to do super glue to the back of the bumper inside of here. Hopefully that'll hold that for good. I don't really need it to come undone, so let's do that as well. I'll be fixing that too when I pop off the bumper. So let's get this bumper off now so we can splice these into the lights. So, and again, I'll be putting a link for these into the description, and also a link to these if you're interested as well, the lights for those two. So they're both ordered from Amazon, so, and they're very quick ship, so you'll get them in a few days. Alright guys, so I got the bumper all off, and I remembered that this had 3 wires coming to it, and these only have 2. So, and I went to go check the power to figure out which wire was which coming out of my harness over here. And for me, I'm pretty sure it's the white one. The red one is my constant always on. The black one's gonna be the ground, and my white one is my trigger wire or the brake wire. So when we do these, I'm gonna be tapping the red one into the white wire and the black one into the black wire. So that way every time I hit the brakes, this will trigger that, which then will make those blink. So let's do that. And also don't do what I did, and when I was doing that and I tested it, I ended up shorting it out and I blew the fuse in the dash. So make sure you don't do that, because now I'm gonna have to get another fuse for my horn that's not even working anyways, but that's where I took a 10 amp fuse from. So let's jump into this. We're gonna have to cut these wires, and then I'm gonna solder these into place with some shrink wrap, and then let's fix my wire over there and we'll be done. All right, so after actually doing a little bit more testing, I went to go cut the white wire to see what light was actually running. And my white wire is my constant wire, so I'm actually gonna have to solder this back. But so now my brake wire is the red one and my ground is the black one. So like I said, I went to go test it and I thought I had it right, but then I ended up shorting out the fuse with the voltmeter. So I actually just went and cut it just to see exactly what it was. But this is my constant running, and my red one is my brake light. So it's actually, the wire colors are actually gonna match this. So ignore what I was saying earlier when you do tap these in. I don't, like I said, if you buy the same exact one I have, this will line up exactly how it is. But if you have a slightly different kit, I know they sell several different ones of these, so the wire colors might be slightly different, but I'm going to be tapping into the red one and the black one. So I'm opening this up, and they show you the in and out. So the in is going to be where it comes in from the car. The out is going to be where it's going towards the light. So you want to make sure you have that in the right mode or the right way, so that way it'll actually match up and strobe every time that you hit the brake. Alright you guys, so I got the first one installed, and I ended up just crimping everything together. Honestly, I was just being kind of lazy, so I didn't feel like soldering everything up. but I had a whole pack of crimps, so I decided to do it. But let's just take a look. So, oh, and also too, to mention, you are most likely going to have to cut that other third wire anyways to actually extend it, because if you don't extend it, then you're really not going to have enough reach for that other wire. So I would just recommend you cutting it anyways. And then all I had was red wire, but I got these paint markers just for coloring wires. So and I ended up just coloring it white. It's not the best job, but at least you can tell that there's white on it. This works better with bigger wire. But let's hop in the car and I'll show you what one looks like with it and then what one looks like without it. Alright, so that's what they look like, or that's what the one looks like. And now I'm going to move on to the other one. But now also too, the more I think about this, the way I wired this, I ended up splicing the two of them together down there. And I realized if I would have probably spliced this thing in before this, I split off into two, I probably would have only needed to put one of these in there. But I didn't really think that through until I just thought about it now. So if you guys do this, you might not even need to do two if you do it before you splice them together. So, but I'm just gonna end up cutting them right here. I have two of them anyways, so I might as well just put the second one in anyways. But yeah, I just realized if you would do this before you splice them, you'd probably only need to put one of these flasher modules in there. So otherwise you'll have to do it individually like I'm doing right now. Alright guys, so I got them all wired up. And I just went over with some electrical tape just to try to make them look a little bit nicer and cover up those crimp connections. So, and I did that on both sides. Now these things came with some double-sided pads to go on the back of that and go on the back of wherever you're trying to put it. So I'm going to try to put these on there, and I'm also going to try to take some Gorilla Glue and try to like glue my wire somewhere up above my bumper so it doesn't dangle down like it is now. So I'm gonna try to figure something out. Hopefully this will help. If not, I'm gonna try to get, I forget, somebody said something about like E2000, E6000 glue or something like that. If this doesn't hold, then I'll definitely have to try to order something like that and actually like try to like really stick it on the back of my bumper. So let's do that real quick. Alright, so I'm not exactly sure where I want to put these. I don't know. I should try to just tape them somewhere over here. I got some alcohol, isopropyl alcohol, so I'm just gonna clean a spot. Like I said, these came with some type of double-sided tape. Just gonna tape it on the back right here, and then I'm gonna try to tape it right there. Alright, hopefully that'll stick. I mean, they don't even have a name brand on it or anything like that. It's literally just a double-sided pad of some sort, so it's not even 3M. Now again, I'm just going to clean another spot. Alright, so I got it stuck on there. Hopefully that'll dry. And it'll stay. I might do another layer real quick just to make sure after this layer dries. Just to make sure that thing will stay on there. I mean, like I said, it's Corolla glue. I'm hoping this will be strong enough just to hold it on there. It's just gotta try to let it dry and not let gravity pull it down while it's drying. So I was trying to hold on to it, like push onto the edge with the knife to hopefully let it sit there. But now I'm gonna put the other pad on the other module and get that stuck on there real quick. Alright you guys, so I finally got them all finished up. Obviously right now they don't look any different than they did before. So, but now that wire's not dangling, hopefully that super glue will hold and not want to end up dangling down. But let's start the car up and let's see what these look like. Alright, so hopefully you're able to see that. I hit the brakes a couple times just to show you what they look like if you just hold it down for a little bit or quickly tap it or whatever. So I know it's something that I really won't be able to see at all, but I know everybody on the road will definitely be able to see it. This will be a great way to alert the other drivers, so that way they will not hit you coming from the back. So it's more of like a safety thing, really just to have that. You could either wire it, like I said, you can wire it down like I did here. You can wire it to your normal brake lights there, your third brake light there, or if you got a brake light up here or over there, you can wire it there. So I know some cars actually come from the dealership with the blinking brake light on, like the third brake light sometimes. All right, well that's gonna be it for the video. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you're not subscribed, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys next time.